Okay, so in this system, I have two temperature transmitters from Andres Hauser, model TMT84, and they're Profibus PA. So I have to set up the the bus address for them, but to set it up, I have to use an optional display, which we didn't buy. So the only way to do it is via software. So I can use either Simatic PDM or Field Care. In this case, I'm gonna use Simatic PDM. I'm gonna show you step by step of how to do it because it was a little bit of a headache to me to find um, good information online. So I hope I can help someone who have a similar system to configure these devices, and Semantic PDMs can also be used to configure other Profibus PA devices. So what I'm gonna do is open Semantic Manager and just set up a really simple project. The CPU that I'm using is 315-2. This right here is the one that I'm using. Okay, just gonna name it right here. This is the name of the panel that I'm setting up. Um, so this step is important for for you to know that you can reach the Profibus PA network. So what I'm using in my system is a ET200 link with a DPPA coupler. So I'm gonna show you how to set this up. You're gonna open the hardware configuration, and then right here you're gonna change the MPI DP port. Right here, set it up to MTI. You're gonna change to Profibus. New network. Okay. Address. I'm gonna use one. The speed. Let me just lower the speed here. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my ET200 link right here, Profibus DPPA link. The one that I have in here is this model right here, 2BA82. So I'm gonna add to the network. Um, the configure address for me here is 8. You can use any address, you just have to configure correctly in the DP switches right in the front of the device. So here it's gonna ask you if you want to create a Profibus PA or a Profibus DP interface. In this case, I want a Profibus PA interface. It's a little slow. Okay, so we created the Profibus PA network. I'm also using a FDC 1570, so I'm gonna add that to the Profibus PA network. and it's gonna ask you for the address for the FTC. I can use an address in here too. You just have to configure the deep switches and the device too. And after you set the bit switches, you have to turn it off and turn on the device, so it saves the bus address. Okay. And the temperature transmitters that I'm using here, I already installed the GSD files. So it is right here, TMT84. I have two, so I'm gonna use the address 50 and 51. Uh, I'm connected to the PLC via Ethernet cable, so I have to create a network right here. Um, Let me just use the. So this is the address I'm using it. You have to create a new network. Okay, and okay. Now you can close this window. It's gonna ask to save it, and now I'm gonna download it to the PLC. Okay, 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 okay. This step is important for you to know that you can reach the PA network, Profibus PA network. So now I'm gonna open the hardware again and go online to see if I'm reaching the PA network. Okay, so you can see it in here, module information, uh, module available and okay. That means there's an external error, but that means I can reach it. I have to reach this one too. So let me see. Not available. That is happening because I didn't set up the bus address yet on the dip switches. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so the dip switches are configured. Now I can open the hardware again and go online, and you'll see that now I can reach the FTC right here. Module information right here. Module available and okay. So for this system, I have to be able to reach the Profibus PA network. So if I can reach this device and this device, now I can reach the Profibus PA network. So I can close this window, and now I'm gonna open the process device network view and go into the Profibus PA network. This is my Profibus PA network. I click it here and right click, Simatic PDM, start live list. So I forgot to say in the beginning of the video, but before all all that, you have to install Simatic PDM. You have to have the license, and you have to install the EDD for the EDD file for the device that you're gonna use. Siemens also has a library, really big library that you can install. You have to use this device integration manager to install the EDD files. Okay, so now we're gonna come back here, right click, Simatic PDM, start live list. So what's gonna happen is that it's gonna read all the PA devices in the network. So I'm only using two, but those devices come from factory with the bus address 126. Since they're both not set up, I turn off one of them to configure one by one. If I turn on both of them, it might be a conflict. So keep configure one by one. You will click right here, and it's gonna scan the network. This address tree is my FDC, and this right here is the device I wanna set up the bus address. I'm just gonna wait to finish. It's reading ident data. Okay, it's still reading. Okay, now it's complete. So I'm gonna select it, device, assign address, and tag. Since I already done a simple project, I can select the object on my project. So I can select this one, address 50, and you can put a name right here. Okay, for this project, the name is this one. And if you don't have a project created, um, you can you don't need to select object. You can just write the address you want and then the object name. So you're gonna click transfer. So it's showing right here action started. So it's recording the address on the device. So right here, transfer action finished. You can see right here online. It's already recorded. So already changed the Profibus address. So I can just close here, and you can see that it already changed the Profibus address. I can show you if I open the hardware configuration um, and go online. Now the device that was showing like this, it's not. It's already online. You can see right here, module available and OK. So I'm gonna just configure the other one. Let me just turn it on. Um, okay, I connected to the PA network. Now I'm gonna scan it. Didn't find. Let me scan again. Okay. Uh, I actually found another one with the address 13. Maybe this one was already set it up, but I'm gonna change this one too to the address 51. Okay, and transfer. Okay, finished. Now you can see the new address in here. I can just close here and open the hardware again. And go online. Okay, now I have communication with all the devices, and you can even see in here that there's no error anymore. So now I'm going to show you how to import the GSD on Chia Portal. I used Simatic Manager just to set up the Profibus PA address. Okay, uh, right here I have my project. Uh, this is the GSD, but I think this is the incorrect GSD. Yes, this is not the one. Um, what you have to do, you have to download the GSD2 from Siemens, and you have to put the GSD from the PA device you're gonna use right here on this folder, the same folder. So you're gonna run the GS2, create new GS2. You're gonna select which version you're using and which model right here, and generate GSD file. The file is gonna be in here. So I already generated. Um, it's right here. This is the one. So I imported in Chia Portal, and now I'm gonna insert in my project. It's gonna be in here, gateways, Siemens AG, DP, and this is the one right here, TNT84 GSD. So I'm gonna insert right here. I'm gonna remove this one because it's the wrong one. Um, I remove it from the network. Before I put it in the network, I'm gonna configure. So right here, you always have to use a begin of device. This is where you're gonna insert the Profibus PA address. So the first one is 50. For this device that I'm using, it needs 4 AI analog inputs. It's 5 bytes. Each one of these is 5 bytes. And then I need a display value. And I can just copy and paste this for the second one. Just remember to change the address, otherwise it's not going to work. And okay, and right here, now I'll come back to my network view, and now I'm gonna insert in the network, in the Profibus DP network. So I was using the address 8, right here 8, and when I open again, it's already, the input and output addresses are already here. You can change if you want to, and I'm going to download to the PLC. This might take a little while. One thing that is important when you're configuring the device on the GSD, I'm going to show you. Okay, so when you're configuring this right here, this this is basically the status word, and this is the counter word. So you have to configure this correctly. You have to see the manual of the device you're using to see. You have to use the correct sequence here and the correct size of the word exchange, because if it's not well configured, it's not gonna communicate. Okay, so I'm gonna go online right here to show you that is now it's communicating, and I can read the temperature value. Let me just open the network right here. This also takes a while. I'm already gonna set up the watch table. Let me just see the addresses right here. In this case, the address that I want to read is this first one and this first one. So it's 256, 276. So it's a double 256, i.e. 276. Right here you can see that it's already communicating. Okay. Uh, this this beginning of device is not gonna show. It's gonna show not reachable, but it's okay. It's communicating. I'm gonna monitor. I'm gonna change to floating point, and you can see right here that I'm already receiving the temperature value, and this is already in Celsius degrees. You can see right here. Uh, you can see that it's changing a little bit. The temperature that it's reading, it's constant, so that's why it's not changing that much, but it's reading. And that's it, guys. I hope I can help. I know this video was a bit long, but I hope it can help someone. And if you have any doubt, you have any questions, you can ask me on the questions below.